Before we even say the word Bugatti, you need to understand who Alex Gonzalez, known online as fxalexg, actually is, because this isn't some quiet European collector with generational wealth. This is a guy who built his brand on spectacle. He went viral for running onto the field during the Super Bowl. Not once, but multiple times, turning himself into national headlines in front of millions of viewers. That alone tells you something about his personality. He doesn't move silently, he moves loudly. Online, he's presented himself as a high-stakes trader and entrepreneur. Flashy lifestyle, big numbers, big claims, big cars. And while discussions around his trading credibility have floated online, that's not today's focus. What matters is this: he thrives on attention. So when someone like that buys a Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport, one of the rarest hypercars on earth, you already know this story won't stay private. This isn't old money ownership, this is internet era ownership, and that changes everything, because hypercar culture was built on exclusivity and discretion. Influencer culture is built on exposure and confrontation. Those two worlds were never meant to collide, but they did. At some point, Alex's Bugatti was involved in an incident serious enough that the car was declared heavily damaged and eventually passed through insurance and salvage channels. Most owners in this situation do one of two things: quietly pay whatever it costs to restore it through Bugatti's official network. Walk away. Alex chose a third option. He bought the wreck back, and instead of quietly shipping it to Molsheim, France, Bugatti's factory, he started exploring rebuilding it outside the official system. Now here's where things get complicated. Bugatti does not operate like a normal manufacturer. They tightly control who can access structural parts, who can perform certified repairs, who gets direct supply from the factory. This isn't just about money, it's about liability, safety, and brand control. But from Alex's perspective, he owned the car, he paid millions, and now the manufacturer was limiting access to the parts he needed. That's when frustration turned public, and public frustration turned into content. Instead of negotiating privately, he started criticizing the system openly. Videos, statements, direct commentary. The narrative shifted from rebuild project to Bugatti won't sell me parts. And once that narrative hit the internet, it exploded. Then came the moment that changed everything. In one of his videos criticizing Bugatti's pricing structure, Alex pulls out a Chevrolet key fob, then he pulls out the Bugatti key fob. He holds them side by side.
This is the most expensive car you bought.
Sure.
How much was it?
This came out to $6 million.
Another thing I've just found absolutely hilarious. I thought this was a Volkswagen Passat key.
Bugatti, why does your $25,000 key to a $5 million car look identical to a Chevy key?
Visually, they look extremely similar. Same general shape, same button layout, same overall design language. And his argument was simple: how can this Chevy key cost almost nothing, but this Bugatti key costs tens of thousands? It was a powerful visual, because people don't analyze encryption chips or proprietary immobilizer systems. They analyze what they see, and what they saw was two keys that look alike, two wildly different price tags. That clip spread fast. Now, to be fair, a Bugatti key is integrated into a hypercar's bespoke electronic architecture. It's not just plastic. It's coded, serialized, and paired specifically to a vehicle that costs more than most houses. But that nuance doesn't go viral. The side-by-side comparison does. And in that moment, Alex wasn't just criticizing a key. He was attacking the entire ultra-luxury pricing model. He framed it as, if this is the same, why am I paying 100 times more? And suddenly, the headline wasn't about a damaged Chiron anymore. It became, is Bugatti massively overcharging? That's when this stopped being a rebuild and became a battle. Alex didn't stop at keys and social media complaints. He teamed up with Mat Armstrong, a British supercar restorer known for rebuilding rare crashed vehicles. Together, they publicly examined the damaged Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport, a car valued at over $3 million. They documented damaged body panels and carbon fiber components. The impossibility of sourcing parts outside Bugatti's authorized network repair quotes that reportedly reached over $1.7 million, with some individual components priced higher than entire Lamborghinis. Instead of negotiating quietly behind closed doors, they turned the rebuild into a public showdown. The message was clear: if Bugatti won't cooperate, Alex and Armstrong would expose the system online. That video didn't just go viral, it sparked debate. Some saw it as consumer advocacy, challenging an opaque ultra-luxury pricing steering system. Others saw it as reckless, exposing a 1,500 horsepower machine to DIY experimentation. Either way, the hypercar world was shaken. Once the video gained traction, Bugatti wasn't silent. Reports indicate that Mat Armstrong, Bugatti's CEO, directly addressed the controversy, reportedly sliding into Alex's DMS to clarify safety and engineering realities.
There has been, of course, the talk about one specific Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport recently online, and that car was in a big accident. You don't see all the damage. And if you want to repair that properly, you can't just do that in a garage.
Now, Mat Armstrong, if you don't sell us parts to fix this car, we're going to find a third-party, fourth-party, fifth-party solution to figure it out, because we will fix this vehicle.
Two critical points were emphasized. 3D printing or DIY fabricating structural parts is unsafe. The Chiron's carbon fiber monocoque and drivetrain components are engineered to tolerances most factories can't replicate. Certain replacement parts are simply unavailable outside authorized channels. Even if an owner tries, the safety risk is enormous. Bugatti framed the debate as brand control and safety, not just cost. But from Alex's perspective, a millionaire influencer used to owning and flexing assets publicly, this felt like being denied control over something he paid for outright. That tension is exactly what made the story explode online. Once screenshots, videos, and interviews circulated, the debate hit social media like wildfire. Team owner? He paid for it. He should be able to fix it himself. Team brand? You don't DIY a 217 miles per hour, 1,500 horsepower machine. Safety first. Rumors about repair invoices skyrocketed, with some claiming single components cost more than a small house. Alex's argument: if a key can look like a Chevy key, why should the price be astronomical for the same looking device? The spectacle became bigger than the car itself. It wasn't just about repairs anymore. It was about ownership, power, and narrative control in the hyper-luxury space. And Alex? He thrived. Every click, every comment, every share reinforced his point. Bugatti may have engineering genius, but online influence can expose the human side of hypercar economics. Now we get to the big question everyone's asking. Is Bugatti a scam? Let's be real. Bugatti isn't hiding costs. They don't make false claims about their car's engineering or performance. Every component, every carbon fiber panel, every gearbox is designed, tested, and manufactured at extreme precision. But here's the problem Alex exposed. When a brand refuses to sell parts outright to an owner, even one who paid millions, it feels like the company controls more of your property than you do. And that's exactly what the Chevy key comparison highlighted. Visually, it looked almost identical to a $200 key from a mass market car. Yet the Bugatti key costs tens of thousands. It's not just a key, it's a statement. Ultra luxury is exclusive, restricted, and opaque. Alex made the public see it. So is Bugatti a scam? No. Are they ridiculously expensive? Absolutely. And Alex showed the world the tension between brand control and owner freedom. The story doesn't end with parts and keys. This is about power, attention, and spectacle. Alex Gonzalez isn't a quiet collector. He thrives on viral stunts, streaking Super Bowls, flaunting hypercars, challenging billion-dollar brands publicly. By going after Bugatti in the open, he forced a global conversation about who truly owns a hypercar, whether brand-imposed restrictions are fair, and the absurd economics of ultra-luxury repair. In other words, this wasn't just a car rebuild, it was a clash between internet culture and ultra-luxury tradition. And the internet loved it. The views, the debates, the memes. It all reinforced Alex's narrative. Bugatti may have engineering genius, but viral exposure doesn't play by the rules of precision or exclusivity. Here's the takeaway. Alex didn't prove a scam existed. He exposed the human side of hypercar economics. Overpriced parts compared to perception. Restricted access to vehicles you own. The disconnect between engineering complexity and visual simplicity. Chevy key versus Bugatti key. The tension between owning something rare and being restricted by the brand. And in the age of social media, owning a hypercar isn't just about horsepower and carbon fiber. It's about narrative. It's about influence. It's about who gets to tell the story. Alex's clash with Bugatti became more than a rebuild. It became a spectacle.
3, 2, 1.
Is it 3 places in the world now?
And that's it. The front of the car was actually separating from the rear, and eventually we've moved it forward. That was at the point we were all clear of the engine and gearbox.
Bro, the fact that this is on garbage can bin.
Just think the money that we could have saved Bugatti.
A debate and a viral case study in ownership, wealth, and control. So when someone asks, is Bugatti a scam? The answer is simple, no. But in the internet era, even the most exclusive brands aren't immune to criticism. And Alex, he made sure everyone saw it.